Louis I. Bannan of the Society of Jesus is remembered as an approachable man who always encouraged others to say yes to the goodness around them. Brought together by Jesuit ideals and influenced by their friend Father Lou, Larry and Maureen Specchierla have been saying yes to the goodness around them for more than 50 years. Larry graduated from high school in Los Angeles, Maureen from Convent of the Sacred Heart in San Francisco. Luckily, both said yes to a college education at the University of Santa Clara. Larry arrived in 1959 as a traditional student, Italian, Catholic, and male. 2 years later, Maureen arrived as a trailblazer, one of the first undergraduate women admitted when the university went co-ed in the fall of 1961. They met while Larry was helping a friend campaign for student body president. Maureen Hardy and her roommate offered help. An afternoon painting election signs led to a cup of coffee, and from there the two were inseparable. The Jesuits were a steadying presence for Maureen and Larry, and they formed lasting bonds with Father Alexander Tate, Father Bartholomew O'Neill, and Father Lou Bannan. The advice, support, and love from these three mentors gave Maureen and Larry the confidence to say yes to each other, and they took their wedding vows on August 31st, 1963, exchanging rings blessed by Father O'Neill. Larry began working in Los Angeles for Texaco, and it wasn't long before he and Maureen welcomed their three children: Tony, a Pepperdine graduate, Therese, a Santa Clara Bronco, class of 1987, and Michael, also a Bronco, class of 1991. After a brief stint in Atlanta, the family landed in New York. Although 3,000 miles away from their alma mater, Larry and Maureen joined the President's Club, the Ambassadors Program, and the New Student Calling Program, specifically welcoming accepted students from the Northeast. Armed with an album of campus glamour shots, the couple represented SCU at college fairs around New York. Larry also spoke with guidance counselors at Catholic high schools to make sure the Jesuit University in Silicon Valley was not forgotten. With the East Coast Bronco population growing, Larry said yes to establishing the first tri-state chapter for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Along with co-chair Dave Doyle, class of 1960, they organized social activities for regional alumni and hosted Father Rewak, Father Locatelli, and other Santa Clara dignitaries when visiting the Big Apple. England was the last stop with Texaco. Ever the volunteers, the Specchierlas secured a list of alums, made a few calls, and gathered local Broncos for an occasional round at the London pubs. Retirement in 1999 brought a long-awaited return home to Southern California. Once again, Larry teamed up with Dave Doyle, this time as co-presidents of the Palm Springs chapter. Maureen serves as the community outreach coordinator, and the couple annually hosts a summer send-off reception for incoming students and parents. And Larry still makes his recruitment rounds, touring Catholic and public high schools, extolling the virtues of a Santa Clara degree. Closer to campus, the Specchierlas have served as co-chairs for their class reunions. Each was recently inducted into the Genera Society on the occasion of their 50th reunion, and both are members of the Bergen Society. What began with a student election became college fairs, summer send-offs, alumni outings in Manhattan, nights in London pubs, days of service in Palm Springs, and hundreds of phone calls to students about to embark on their journey at Santa Clara. The impact of Father Tate, Father O'Neill, Father Bannan, and so many others at Santa Clara formed a foundation for Maureen and Larry. In addition to a quality education, SCU prepared them to lead. It also stirred a desire to expect the best and to always say yes to the goodness around them. The Alumni Association is proud to present the 2017 Louis I. Bannan Award to Larry and Maureen Specchierla.